The sex they had earlier that morning in the shower was proof of that. "Neither you nor your subordinates have a right to decide who lives and who dies," said Batman while Naruto looked amused and drank some more wine. "If not me, then who? Who is worthy? The judges, the courts, and the system of laws you uphold in the name of justice. Tell me, where is the justice in a man murdering another simply because he could, and getting away with it? Where is the justice in a woman being beaten, violated, and the man or men responsible getting to walk away because the laws you love to uphold defend his so-called rights? All the while said beaten and violated woman in question is looked down upon like she was some whore or slut. Where is the justice in serial murderers and psychopaths being given second chances, or third chances in the need to have them somehow have a means to earn their redemption, only for them to spit in your face and kill countless people within a week or a month before you finally drag them back to prison to face justice? That spins on its wheels each time. Do you look at the victims who suffer from their horrors, Batman? See the children who cry when they lose their mommy or daddy at the hands of criminals. The parents who lose their child because one of these psychos puts a bullet in the poor child's head from a firefight with the police or you. Where is the justice, Batman, in allowing such evil to live when it will just use your act of mercy and restraint to take other innocent lives?" asked Naruto in a serious tone and glanced at Batman with a scowl on his face. "You make it sound like what I do is pointless. Or at the very least, my methods are," commented Batman while Naruto smirked now. "At first, you were a strong deterrent. People feared you and your skills. Over time, they became immune to it. Eventually, you and the other heroes got together and formed the Justice League. Again, a powerful deterrent when formed, but still one that people will eventually become immune to and fight back against. Case in point, Cadmus arising to combat the Justice League using the very people it puts away. For all the good you do, the only true justice is one where the sword is used to put down the evil that thrives on mercy. That, my dear Batman, is the ultimate deterrent," replied Naruto, while Batman did not agree in the slightest. "Such a mindset regarding vigilantism is why people with powers and abilities, such as yourself, need to be monitored and controlled," said Waller angrily. "Says the person who sees just about everyone around her as an expendable pawn or tool when in her employ. You could have some of the most loyal and dedicated meta-humans under your command, Waller, but the moment they ask something from you in return, no matter how small it is, or even if it's in an emergency to them, you say no. You just say to these hard-working agents who bend over backwards for you with a, 'I don't care what you want. You work for me, and do what I say. Your life is expendable, replaceable. It belongs to me,' attitude without even batting an eyelash. You said earlier that everyone with powers like myself, meta-humans, or aliens need to be monitored and controlled. But who is monitoring the monitors, Waller? The fact is, someone like you is not qualified to have any kind of control over people with powers and abilities like myself or meta-humans in general. Your mindset on these things is clearly outdated," said Naruto with Waller now glaring at the man in front of her. "Says the man who dresses up like a ninja and killing everyone like it was the feudal era of Japan," countered Waller with Naruto smirking before his face became serious, and he looked her right in the eyes. "Be glad it's not. If it was, I would most likely have been hired to kill you by now, either by a rival or enemy seeking to remove you from your position. And the really funny thing is about such a contract, I would have done it for free just to see the look of pure horror that would be on your face once I ran my sword through your gut," said Naruto coldly to Waller, who tensed from seeing those eyes of his burning their way into her brain, and it made the usually stoic woman feel a sense of dread.
"You didn't just bring us here for this. To let us know that you know of our alliance. So why do all of this?" questioned Batman while Naruto smirked again and glanced at the Dark Knight.
"Simple. I did it this way because I can. Besides, I was getting tired of you two trying to find out who I was, or where I was hiding. I decided to end this boring game of cat and mouse simply because the cats were too stupid to find one mouse on their own. Happy, replied Naruto before he finished his wine, and looked at the opera to see it had gone into a 15-minute intermission. And where do you think you're going? Demanded Waller when she saw Naruto get up to leave. To the bathroom. I drank a lot of wine, as you could clearly see. Even ninjas need to use the bathroom when nature calls, replied Naruto with a smile before walking away from them. Not if I can help it, thought Waller while activating the secret transmitter on her hip that had been outside of the ninja's line of sight to signal the armed guards to move in on them so they could take this man down. Only for the transmitter to glow suddenly before exploding within the entire booth and killing the one who activated it. Batman himself was thrown back, having acted at the last moment when the flash of light and the shock on Waller's face told him something was wrong. His cape had armor weave stitched into the fabric to provide additional armor from fires, bullets, and explosions depending on the close proximity he was when near such things. It was probably because of the armor weave that Batman survived the overall explosion with just a few cracked ribs, bruised shoulder, and some shrapnel to the leg. As for Amanda Waller, she wouldn't have to worry about anything or anyone being any kind of a threat now. The woman was dead. Very dead. At the very least, I no longer have to keep the Ninja Master's existence a secret from the others once they get back from Superman's wedding, thought Batman, knowing he could now get the others involved in taking this bastard down. Meanwhile, Naruto was far away from the disturbance he had just caused with a smile on his face, and knew what Batman was thinking right about now. It was only natural that the man let others know of his existence. Maybe even reveal the threat made to those the Dark Knight cared about. It didn't matter. The game of cat and mouse between him and Batman was getting a bit stale. Naruto wanted to spice things up a bit. As of right now, Cadmus was practically destroyed with a few minor loose ends to tie up, and the Justice League was too weak at the moment to do anything about him. Even when the founding members of the Justice League, sans Wonder Woman and Superman, returned, Naruto had plans to keep them all too busy to do anything about him. Fun plans. Elsewhere sometime later. Donna Troy had been in a foul mood. She had been in a foul mood ever since that damn ninja entered her life and had practically become grabby with his hands all over her body. The Amazon warrior in her screamed in rage and demanded justice in the form of beating that perverted man within an inch of his life, to smash him into the ground and wail on him with all of her strength until he was a broken, crippled mess. But at the same time, there was a part of Donna that, strangely enough, had enjoyed all of the attention and the feeling of his hands on her body, saying it was nice to be the center of attention of a man instead of her twin sister Diana for once. To be desired, to be seen with lust in a man's eyes, and not have someone say it's Wonder Woman's sister like she was some shadowy afterthought surrounding Diana's greatness. She didn't know exactly how it started, but Donna Troy knew it was somehow that damn ninja's fault. Some kind of magic? Sorcery, maybe? Some kind of mystic power to make her feel different when she thought about him and where to find the masked man. The Amazon warrior shook her head at such thoughts. She was Donna Troy. She was an Amazon, Wonder Girl, soon to be the next Wonder Woman. It was beneath her to think such thoughts about a man, especially one who proclaimed himself to be a super pervert of all things. Honestly, what did that even mean? Did he peep on women all the time and gaze at their forms without them knowing? Maybe groping them like he did to her when they first met, and somehow escaping their righteous fury. "You can deny his hands on our butt felt nice?" commented the voice in Donna's head, and made the Amazon scowl. "Shut up! It was a vile act deserving of our fists through his skull," thought Donna, while the other voice that sounded like her scoffed. "How many times have we been considered second place when compared to Diana in not only beauty, but strength, honor, nobility, and everything else? The one time we find a male interested in us over our sister, you want to beat him up," exclaimed the voice with Donna scowling further. "The man only went after us because sister was already taken by Superman and not on planet to try on her what he did with me," thought Donna, with the other voice making a noise like it didn't matter. "So, With sister elsewhere, you can get out of her shadow. No more. Wonder Woman's little sister is here, or people mocking you for being called Wonder Girl when we both know you are all woman. The man's hands on your butt and his head in our bosom are proof of it, said the other Donna while Wonder Girl ignored her. He mocked me, taunted me. The next time I see him, he's dead, thought Donna while the other Donna laughed. If I were you, or rather the one between us in control, the next time we see that man, it would let his hands do to far more than grope us, said the other Donna purred, sensually, while the actual Donna Troy looked disgusted by her thoughts. How can you even be a part of me? How can you even exist? Thought Donna with the other Donna smirking. I was going to ask you the exact same thing. Since when are you such a prude when it comes to the male gender? Mother's teachings about men have either dug in deep, or you are secretly jealous of sister having a man to satisfy her while you don't, stated the other Donna while her more moral side had a sudden desire to punch herself, if only to hit the smirking, perverted one inside her mind. I am not jealous of my sister finding a man. I am an Amazon. So is my sister. We do not need men. Men need us. The only reason Diana stays with him is because of ancient Amazon traditions of siring strong offspring to keep the population of our island from declining. Thought Donna, since troubles, skirmishes, disputes, and the overall dangers the islands possessed over the years had resulted to loss of life among the Amazons from time to time. But she isn't going to have offspring to take back to the island. Diana is going to one day have a child on another planet with her lover. Because she loves Superman. You could know love too if you were to be with that masked ninja. Think about it. Those hands of his felt good on your behind. Imagine what they could do when touching the front of you, said the other Donna while Donna herself blushed a bit. Shut up. I can't even believe I'm having a conversation with myself over this, thought Donna while her counterpart inside was looking at her with amusement. You better believe it. You know why we are having this conversation. It's because you want what Diana has, but don't want to take away what she has in the first place. You want your own man. A man who can do for you what Superman does to Diana when she wants to be satisfied in bed. A man who can handle an Amazon woman like you, replied the other Donna while feeling her moral self blushing. Even if what you said is true, which is a big if on your part, I highly doubt the ninja has the ability to handle me in bed. With my super strength and endurance, I would probably crush his pelvis region and everything else along that area, thought Donna, since like Diana, she needed a more super-powered man who could match her in those areas and not be destroyed from being intimate with an Amazon. Are you so sure? How will you know until you try it out? You haven't been with a man yet due to the slim pickings the world has to offer, and the fear of mother's wrath for not listening to her about the dangers of men in man's world. You're practically an adult, and yet you are still afraid of your mother's anger when she doesn't even leave the island. It is not like she can instantly know when you give up your innocence when laying with the man. If you won't tell, I won't either, said the other Donna while smirking at the reaction the moral version of herself had. Shut up! Now I wish I had gone to the wedding when I had the chance, thought Donna, as she now wished her own bags were packed and gone with the others. Oh yes, how wonderful! Seeing Diana's lover getting married while Diana herself and some other woman become royal concubines, all the while wishing deep down you could join in on it. And we both know you would, if not for the fact Diana would kick your ass for trying and competing to claim Superman's well-toned body. But that masked ninja will do nicely. We both sensed there was more to him than meets the eyes, said the other Donna, while knowing her moral half had a sense of desire for the man of steel, given he was the embodiment of male perfection worthy of an Amazon princess. But the masked ninja had something about him too. Donna knew it, and so did her other half. Otherwise her mind wouldn't be having this conversation with itself about the ninja and what he could do. I'm not having this conversation with you. It's bad enough I'm talking to myself, but over this topic. I think I need to get my head examined, thought Donna while wondering how she was even having this conversation with herself. Well, if you won't talk to me about this, you should talk to the smoking hot male ninja on the nearby rooftop to your left, said the other Donna, which made the actual Amazon stop in her tracks and look around to see him there waving at her. What's he doing here? Thought Donna curiously. Maybe he wants to go out on a date with you, or get another chance at grabbing you in certain places no other man would have the courage to touch. Offered the other. Donna purred sensually. Shut up! I don't need to hear this from you, thought Donna, while still not believing she had some kind of perverse version of herself, seriously thinking such things about a man. Hey, Wonder Girl, did I get it right this time? I hope I did. I know I get a free pass the next time I say or do something perverted, but I wanted to hold on to that for a bit longer, said Naruto with a chuckle. Why are you here, ninja? Speak, commanded Donna while Naruto smiled underneath his mask. What? I can't be on the roof one day and try to look for the smoking hot Amazon in that skin-tight uniform of yours, asked Naruto, knowing his plan was working on Donna to get her under his spell. The hidden fuminjutsu he placed on her uniform when he groped her butt when they first met had and was currently secretly stimulating the more perverted center of the woman's brain. His actions would drive the woman crazy, with the fuinjutsu on her rear activating whenever she did, and making Donna think about him in a different light of sorts. If he was right, Donna currently had a more perverted version of herself speaking in her mind, and to ultimately get Wonder Girl to embrace the more sexual side of life. That's not a valid reason, remarked Donna while crossing her arms in front of her and glaring down at him from her floating position in the air. Not for you, perhaps, but it is for me. I love the idea of seeing you again, flying around, all serious, and in that uniform that does nothing to hide your womanly curves. I don't need to be Superman with X-ray vision to picture you without clothing, remarked Naruto with a chuckle, and saw Donna's face flush with embarrassment. He's not wrong. Our uniform does little in hiding our sexual beauty from the eyes of others. Remember, some people constantly joke about Diana's outfit being an armored swimsuit. I'm sure you can only imagine what people think of our outfit. Should we try to get him to guess what type of underwear you are wearing? Such a wonderful guessing game. Maybe you should ask him what type he wears. Those tight ones, those boxers for the more hung male. Or maybe he doesn't wear any at all. You could try to find out. Challenge him to a fight, pin him to the wall after a hard-fought victory, pull down his pants, and if he's a well-hung stud, you get on your knees and claim your prize with your mouth on his big ging, said the other Donna, with the actual Donna mentally fighting down the image being projected into her mind at the idea of doing that to the man. I have had enough of your perverted ways. I'm leaving, exclaimed Donna, both to the ninja in front of her and this perverted version of herself within her own mind, only for Naruto to suddenly leap onto her back when she turned around to fly away and reach around to grab one of her breasts. Still want to leave now? Asked Naruto before he leaped off of a shocked Wonder Girl before she could react to his actions. I don't. And I know you won't take that lying down, commented the lewd version of Donna Troy, with a grin on her face, knowing her prudish warrior woman side wouldn't take this lying down. You will regret that, ninja, said Donna in a low, angry voice. Not if I was in control. Tell you what, you beat him up and hold him down. I will rip off his clothing and ride this man, who clearly has balls of steel, until the roof of the building we are on collapses, offered the perverted Donna Troy while Donna herself narrowed her eyes at Naruto. Oh really? What are you going to do? Flash me with your awesome rocking tits, asked Naruto in a mocking style while making hand-grabbing motions. If it actually gets the man to freeze up long enough to pin him down and ravage him, you might as well do it, said the perverted Donna Troy, while the moral version of Wonder Girl growled at both of them. As if I would dishonor myself, my Amazon sisters, and my queen with such a move, replied Donna angrily to Naruto and her inner self. You wouldn't do it, but I would, said the perverted Donna in her mind. Shame. I imagine a lot of men who commit crimes would surrender to you easily if they were allowed to see your wonderful breasts, remarked Naruto, while making a note of such an idea for his next Icha Paradise book, and finding a way to put it in. This world had so many exotic women that it was practically a treasure trove of erotic inspiration meant to help create Icha. He almost felt bad for Jiraiya since the man was born in the wrong damn century. Almost. Naruto would have crippled him before he could get out his pen, paper, and spyglass. The world only had enough room meant for one super pervert, and that was Uzumaki Naruto, damn it! Any further thoughts on the matter quickly ended when Donna charged straight toward him without stopping, and tried to take his head clean off. She missed, of course, but he gave her an A for effort in trying to hurt him. Though Donna didn't seem like the type to give up after the first try, and it showed when moving from the destroyed roof to the spot Naruto was sitting on. Any further thoughts on the matter quickly ended when Donna charged straight toward him without stopping, and tried to take his head clean off. She missed, of course, but he gave her an A for effort in trying to hurt him. Though Donna didn't seem like the type to give up after the first try, and it showed when moving from the destroyed roof to the spot Naruto was sitting on. In fact, Donna decided to switch tactics in terms of just flying straight forward without stopping, and actually stopped before he would move to another spot. Thus, she was ready for him when he did move, and finally got her desire to fight Naruto in hand-to-hand combat, which surprisingly enough proved to be fun of all things when Donna tried to take him down with her Amazon martial arts skills. She thought her superior combat training all Amazons go through when growing up would be enough, as only a handful of people could best her in combat. Namely Diana and Artemis, though the latter one during those rare times with experience being a factor. But this man, he was matching her move for move, blow for blow, hit for hit, block for block, counter move for counter move in some weird display of combat. One would think was a dance between the two warriors. How could he be this good? Donna wasn't even holding back her strength behind her hits, and he was matching each one like they were nothing. Was he some kind of meta-human? Grab the crotch, exclaimed the perverted Donna Troy in Donna's head, which didn't make things easier, and found it to almost be distracting. She would definitely need to speak to the Martian about fixing what was wrong with her head. This is turning out to be one hell of a first date, commented Naruto behind his mask, and saw Donna scowling angrily again. This is not a date, exclaimed Donna while the two of them were now in an arm-grip deadlock. It would be if you simply stopped being all angry female Amazon warrior and just kissed him, said the perverted Donna in her mind. Then why are you blushing? Certainly not from anger, questioned Naruto while Donna looked like she was ready to shoot fire from her eyes. Fortunately for Naruto, she didn't possess that kind of power. I am not blushing, exclaimed Donna angrily with more fire in her voice. Yes, you are. I know because I am you. I know you are thinking things that would make Mother Sue angry. Him beating you into submission, ripping off all of your clothes, and claiming you right here on the spot. You want his hands grab your ass again while he just thrusts himself into you without mercy. To mark you as his property. To answer him in all of his sexual desires when he commands. Called out perverted Donna while Donna was trying to ignore the strange voice's comments. You are clearly getting hot and bothered. Are you sure we have to keep on fighting? I can think of another way we can spend the time involving around limbs, intertwining that is far more pleasurable, remarked Naruto while Donna suddenly had images in her mind of her being passionately intimate with the ninja. Shaking her head and resisting these images, Donna did the one thing she could do in this situation to break the deadlock, and the close proximity to the man. She head-butted him as hard as she could, and it was clear the move surprised him a bit since he broke from the deadlock instantly. Well, that was unexpected, remarked Naruto, while his mask cracked and fell apart to reveal his face to the Amazon. Strange, he's not half bad looking. He's actually quite handsome, really, thought Donna in surprise at seeing Naruto's face, and felt her blush increasing. Was this what Diana felt when she first met Superman? See? I told you. You got your own Superman. He's strong, handsome, and chances are, he's a well-endowed stud too, said the perverted Donna in a lust-filled tone. You know, if you wanted to see what I look like beyond my ninja mask, I would have removed it willingly if asked, commented Naruto with a smirk, while Donna's blush got a bit redder for being caught staring at him. Do you think he would show us his manhood if you asked him? purred out the perverted Donna while Donna's blush got even redder. I am not asking him that, thought Donna while the perverted version of herself chuckled with amusement. We don't really have to fight, you know. It would be kind of pointless right now if we continued on like this, remarked Naruto while Donna's glare on him hardened. My pride and honor as an Amazon warrior will not allow that, replied Donna while she tightened her stance. Your pride and honor might not allow it, but your libido does, exclaimed the perverted Donna Troy within the woman's mind. Okay, I can understand your reason. If that's the case, then come get me. Wonder tits, exclaimed Naruto, knowing it would make the Amazon angry. And Donna didn't disappoint him. She charged him head-on like he knew Donna would, but instead of dodging, Naruto braced himself for the impact of the living projectile and caught the angry Amazon woman easily enough. Spinning around using Donna's own momentum against her, Naruto pinned Wonder Girl into a nearby wall and positioned himself so she couldn't move against him. Let go of me, demanded Donna while she saw shake his head. Nope. Not until you agree to let me kiss you, replied Naruto with Donna growling at him angrily. Never, exclaimed Donna defiantly, while wondering how he could be so much stronger than herself.